Hello and welcome back. Today's episode is one that I'm so excited to share with you. When to commit to transformation? When? Why? All those questions. So good to ask those questions. Some people shy away from them. I embrace them. So bring them on. Bring me your questions. What do you believe is transformation? What do you believe stops you from having the transformation you so desperately seek? Where would you go if you had unlimited power to transform your life? Where would it take you? Who would you be? Oh, such a juicy topic. Okay, let's backpedal just a little bit. So when we are talking about transformation, we need to go back to basics, right? So what is transformation? Transformation is starting where you are now and moving to where you want to be. So we can talk from jumping in a car and traveling from A to B. That's not the same kind of transformation as what I'm talking about, but it is a journey and it does travel. Okay, transformation is a journey and transformation does travel. Because in one moment from the next, when you decide to transform, no minutes are the same. Stay with me. I know this is crazy. It's fine. Think of the butterfly, okay? Starts off with a beautiful caterpillar, goes into a cocoon, comes out as a butterfly. Think of someone who's going on a weight loss journey. They go from being overweight, unhappy in their own skin, lacking self-acceptance, lacking confidence, lacking belief in what they can achieve, to deciding they're going to transform, and they go on that journey and they begin to lose weight, they get fit, they get stronger, they nourish their body with the right foods, and everything begins to change for them. When they reach their goal, that's when they have achieved a transformation. They have transformed, just like the butterfly transformed. But what is transformation when you're thinking of abundance? It's a very different type, because the butterfly and someone wanting to lose weight or go on a fitness journey, there's a physical thing that you can see. You can actually see it. Whereas when it comes to unlocking abundance, you don't always see the results. You can feel them. So transformation is a feeling, a thought, a desire, an opportunity, and a result. So what do you want from transformation? How can you achieve it? I remember my client came to me and said, Vicky, I really want more. I am so sick and tired of this shitty situation that I'm in that I just cannot seem to break the patterns of. She said, I've been running this business for a while now and I can bring in clients, but I can't do it consistently. And then she said, and that's really stressing me out. And she said, but I really love marketing, but I can't do it consistently. She said, I know what I need to do, but I just can't seem to bring myself to do it. It's like I'm banging my head off of a brick wall. And she said, and then sometimes I'm doing all the work anyway and the results don't come. And there's just this yuckiness in what I'm feeling and what I'm going through. And I am so stressed, Vicky. I don't want to do this anymore. And I sat with her and I said, I understand. This is when it's time for transformation. When you're ready to ask for help, when you're ready to say, this has to end now, when you're ready to commit to change, that's when you're ready for transformation. If you're sitting there quite happy in your world saying, well, yeah, I'm really unhappy about this, but I don't see change happening anytime soon. Then it's not going to happen. Or if you feel inside that you really know you want change, but you don't believe you can make it happen, then you'll stay where you are. The only way to truly know when to commit to transformation is when you're ready to decide to take action of change, to break generational programming, to break through the mindset of the old habits, to release self-sabotage, to go into your subconscious and say, hey, come on, work with me here. Knowing when you are ready for transformation, nobody else can really answer that. Only you can. So what are your telltale signs of, yes, I'm ready for transformation, or no, I'm not? How do you know you're ready? What holds you back from being ready? Some of my clients will say, yep, I really want to change, Vicky. This is exactly what I want, but it's just not happening and I'm getting really, really, really frustrated. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. We're just acknowledging where you are right now. And then they look at me as if to say, well, change it then. And I'm like, I can't until you're ready to change it. I can facilitate and support you and I can guide you, but I can't do the work for you. That's not my role. That's your role. So open your mind. Open your heart. What are the telltale signs that you are ready to commit to transformation? I remember when I started doing this work and I was like, hey, this is not working for me. I really want change, but I don't believe I can make it happen. And so I procrastinated and I sat with resistance. I would get frustrated with myself. I would get angry with myself. The resistance would stop me from doing what I needed to do. And I was struggling to commit to my own transformation for a while. But in there was a story. I wasn't ready. And this is where some people get conflicted and confused. The only person that's ever going to truly know if you're ready for change is you. Nobody else can do that for you. If your mind and body is saying, I'm just not ready to commit to this right now, then that could also be a sign that your body's saying, the timing's not right. Or it could be that your subconscious fears are getting in the way and it's an opportunity for you to sit with those subconscious fears and say, okay, what's really going on there? You see, tapping into abundant success is not as easy as people think sometimes. It can be easy. It can be so freaking easy. But it depends on the journey that you're on. Are you happier staying in fear? Or are you getting frustrated with the fear? If you're getting frustrated with the fear and you really want to break through, that's a sign that you're ready to accept help. Although we do suggest that you get help and not get to that point. Frustration is a horrible place to be. Really horrible. But sometimes it's timing. So how will you know that you're ready to commit to transformation? You will know in your heart that you have ultimately made a decision and there is absolutely, without any doubt, you are going to make it happen. And that transformation will happen because you've decided, you've committed, you are focused on what you want. If you're half-heartedly committing to transformation, you will struggle because your heart isn't completely in it. You don't fully believe that you can achieve it. And then that brings up that stuckness. That feeling of I can't change this situation despite how unhappy it's making me feel. And sometimes it's just a case of, I can't do this on my own. Sometimes you might need help. You might need accountability. You might need energetic shifts. You might need a mindset reset. You might need to increase your exercise so that you are shifting the stuckness that you feel within, proving to yourself that you can do it. You might need to go and, you might need to go and commit to something else before you can commit to the real transformation that you want. You might need to commit to a fitness journey rather than a financial journey. You might need to do something else, and that's okay. But if you are ready for transformation and it's not working for you and you're feeling frustrated and angry and you literally want to pull your hair out or throw the computer out the window because nothing seems to work for you, that's a sign that you've got a subconscious block that can be worked through with help. Your subconscious mind is really clever and it's really, really good at throwing you off scent about what the real issue is. I remember when I was doing my training for EFT and I was completely and utterly shell-shocked. I was feeling something that was really uncomfortable and I didn't know how to work with it. I was just leaving me so frustrated and angry. And this one day I just sat with it and I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on for me? And then I just had this notion of, okay, well, what if this energy is not actually mine that I'm holding? And what if I could just be open to releasing this energy for whatever it is, whether it's mine or not? And in that moment, everything changed. And that was one of the moments when that session was one of the most powerful, and I won't go into details of it, but it was a real eye-opener for me. So I went back to my mentor, I explained the situation. I said, well, this happened in my personal EFT session. And she said, that's interesting, isn't it, Vicky? I went, what do you mean? And she said, quite often what we're presented with is not really the issue. There's always something else underneath. And she was so right. I can't even begin to tell you how many times over the last few years that I've been doing this work that the presenting issue is never really the real issue. The presenting issue is a clue for where you're at, what you're going through, and how your story is going to unfold. So, when will you commit to transformation? Will you commit to transforming your life and business and unlocking abundance when you're in a state of frustration? Will you commit because your heart tells you to? Or will you commit because the timing's right? There is no right or wrong answer. It's an exploration. It's a learning curve. And every time you say, I'm ready to go, you might be met with resistance. And that resistance will either propel you forward because you'll have the power to overcome it, or it will hold you back because you feel disempowered by it. But if you're not ready, you're exhausted, and you genuinely do not believe that you're ever going to be able to make it work, get some help. Tapping into abundance is about unlocking the truth. When you unlock the truth and you release all the old programming, you allow your vibration to become higher. You allow your energy to become lighter. and you open your heart to forgiving all that was, that's when you can commit to transformation. When you're ready to face that resistance that tells you no with passion and power, and you're ready to reclaim your power, that's when you'll be ready for transformation. Sometimes you're going to be able to do that journey alone, and other times you are going to need some help. Be open to both options. So grab a pen and paper, or just sit for a moment with your eyes closed and just ponder on the question, how will I know I'm ready for transformation? How will I know I'm ready to up-level my life and my business? How will I know I'm ready to tap into more abundance? How will I know I'm ready to receive? What do I need to change in the here and now to help me transition into the transformation that I want? Open your heart, open your mind, and find the answers from within you. I'd love to hear how you get on. You'll find me over in my free group, Women in Business, Mindset, Money, Mojo. And you'll also find me on the socials on Instagram at women_in_business_UK. Come find me, let's chat. Let's take your transformation from non-existent to complete. Much love and bye-bye for now.